It's okay, baby. It's okay, my love. Don't be a follower. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Good evening. Hi, Raina. Welcome. Please share this. Danny, Coke Bottle Brown. Ow. Danny, you better get ready, everybody, because Danny's about to hop on here this Thursday and join me for some readings, as she is my current tarot student. Oh, God. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, allow my pure intention at this time to flow with your divine messages. You know the work that I have been plunged into, and I'm so grateful for it. Honestly, thank you. I'm so open and ready and willing to get into some messages tonight that are going to help the collective from you, divine. Archangel Michael, please protect against any distorting energies and or intentions, even if they come from our own mind. Soothe our mind so that we may receive it without the trauma mind getting in the way. Thank you. We are so very blessed and thankful. Please escort any entities of distortion or any passed on loved ones who wish to help but are distorted in their attempts. Pass them over to the other side. Pass over any entities to a place of evolution or dissolution. Thank you. Allow my pure intent to serve as a lighthouse, so that as I read, connect into my divine knowing, my divine intuition, to help my brothers and sisters on this planet. Allow me to be in flow with that. Allow me to find the joy in that. Allow me to serve my inner child in that. I no longer resist. And I know when I show up with pure intentions and a pure heart, I am supported in amazing and miraculous ways. Amen. Hi, Chanel. Oh, it's you, Chanel. I'm like, who? I'm like, okay, Dark Fairy. Oh, duh, Dark Fairy. Hi. Make sure you guys share this. How are we feeling? Well, we give people some time to see us on here. How are we feeling? What's up? Let me share this myself. I always forget to do that. What's up? What's going on? Talk to me, people. Danny, how are you? Chanel, how are you? Good. Good. We're stepping into Aries season, guys, and it's not always gonna feel, it's really not gonna be pretty. But in a good way. One thing that I've really been understanding and learning, integrating, downloading, has been really how my mind steps on the toes. My trauma mind will step on the toes of my divinity. And what that is, what I mean by that is the parts of our mind that have been trained to protect us. Thank you, Danny. That basically try to check us before the world or the universe can check us. It'll say, hey, you gave a little too much attitude in that conversation, or, did you offend this person? Or they'll try to say, hey, you offended this person just now. You know what I mean? Like, you just said something that's going to hurt their feelings or whatever. I'm not talking about things that really, reflection that really gets you to think. I'm talking about unnecessary mental chatter that causes you to block blessings from coming into your life. That's been my story. Hi, Queen Bean. So today we're going to get ancestor messages, because where that comes from, a lot of it is ancestrally inherited. It's ancestral karma, but it's also habits. And essentially it's rooted in our carbon-based DNA. So a lot of the ancestors would like an opportunity to be the ones to help you deliver. This is not a mediumship reading. I got to build up some energy to do those. But this is more along the lines of the conglomerate of your ancestors, messages they have for you. Yeah. Thank you, Elise. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're coming from YouTube, please subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share. If you're on Twitch, follow. And whoever I feel guided to read is who I will feel guided to. Who I will feel drawn to is who I will read. And that's just how it will go. And if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as that does help other people find this transmission. Okay? All right. So I've been feeling very soft and feminine lately. So that will sort of explain to you guys kind of my vibe right now. Thank you, Elise. Thank you, darling. Guide, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, once again, please tune into the ancestors of love and light of those that are tuning in right now. Allow us to do a little quick collective message while people find us and while people share and do what they got to do. Thank you. If you're wanting more in-depth reading, guys, that information is in the description box if you're watching on YouTube, and in the pinned comment on Facebook. What do we need to know? What do the ancestors want us to know as a collective? What do we all have in common? Thank you. Like, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I've been saying. So many sleepless nights, so many like anxious thoughts, so many, your heart pumping. You're not like you're having a fight or flight response when it's unnecessary. These things are built into us to protect us from predators, but we don't live that life anymore. At least not in the way we used to. So why are you having a flight or fight response? Why is that coming up for you when you're literally just thinking about what you're going to make for dinner tomorrow? I start anywhere from Friday to Monday. There are some things in the air, but basically in less than a week, you are victorious. You have already won, guys. You've already made it past a lot of trials and tribulations, even if you don't deem yourself to be worthy of it. It's not about the things that you're being guided to do. It's not about following the direction of the divine. It's about trusting that where they're leading you is a sustained place of being within yourself, a sustained place of being within yourself that allows you to move forward and receive what you deserve rather than getting in your own gosh darn way. Thank you, Elise. For a lot of you, feel like you don't have the power to make happen what you need to make happen. So some of you feel like you have to manipulate, you have to control, you have to, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. But here's the kicker. You're going to be offered something, and many of you, Spirit is saying, have been offered this thing already. Something has come through for you guys, and when you really want something like a new phone or a laptop or something, and you get it, and maybe 2 days later, the appeal or the appreciation of that thing dwindles, and you're just like, damn, I really wanted to enjoy this long. I really wanted this to feel good for longer, but it just doesn't. It's the same kind of vibe. It feels like something's come into our lives, and this is for everyone in a different way. Understand this is a collective message, and then we're going to get into individual messages. But something has come into your life that the excitement has faded. But it was evidence of everything you're stepping into. It's evidence of the blessings and everything working out for you. However, we keep going back to the mindset that this isn't working out for us anymore. I'm going to pull a postcard from the spirit, and then I'm going to get into some individualized readings. So make sure you guys have shared and everything, because I am going to check after the fact. And if you tell me you shared and you didn't share or whatever, if you don't do the clear exchange, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be sad. Okay? Actually, you don't have that much power over me. I'm just going to keep that in mind next time I see you in my life. Okay. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off, and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember how much work you're willing to put in. We will match tenfold on our end. Everybody over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. This is Spirit saying, there's something coming up that's making you feel like you can't. It's like when you're running a race, or that's a good example. You're running a race. And as you're trying to get to the finish line, all the thoughts in your head are saying, I can't do it. My legs are giving out, but whatever. And you can't hear the sounds of your loved ones screaming, keep going. You're almost there. You can do it. Keep going. And they will be there to celebrate you. Or maybe they won't. I don't know your situation. Yes. And that is a trauma response, Elise. And you have to take accountability for that, because so many of us get lost in blaming and being able to say, it's someone else is doing this. Someone else is responsible for this. Someone else is the reason that I am not where I want to be. When in reality, it's your own trauma response from those things. You're not taking the time to make peace with your heart, to allow your heart to be aligned, and honestly to remind it. You have to remind your mind and your heart, we're good, we're okay. We don't need to be anxious or paranoid about things that have not happened. Because what you're doing is you're introducing an energy that's helping you manifest other things than what you desire. And Spirit is not gonna, the divine, the universe is not gonna step in the way of your learning in order to give you what you're begging for. That would be a slap in the face to your power. And you'll be truly thankful that is how it is. But with that being said, if you've shared, if you're interested, if you followed, subscribed, liked, whatever you do based on whatever social media you're watching on, let me know and we'll get into some readings, okay? Elise says, yes, I feel I have been in control of every situation. I feel like I have to be in control of every situation. I don't know when something's not in control, that's when my mind just starts racing. Yes. Yeah, I'm the first to admit when it's my fault. Listen, I honor you. That honesty, that accountability, that's what's going to get you where you want to go. Because here's the thing, people want to blame all the time, but in reality, you have to be a karmic match for that situation to even occur. More than welcome to tag me on Facebook. What you mean? Let me know if you shared this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what your ancestors have for you, darlings. But it's not about punishing ourselves. That's the biggest thing here too. It's not about punishing ourselves. I accept responsibility for allowing others to mistreat me longer than necessary. Yeah, sure, but there's more there. I'm not trying to be shady to you, darling Chanel, but there's more there. It's not just about taking responsibility for allowing them to mistreat you longer than necessary. It's about what parts of you feel deserving for that. Are you willing to forgive yourself for feeling deserving of that, and for allowing those kinds of things to happen time and time again, and then punishing a part of yourself for it. You know, there's a whole lot of layers to this. Shared as always, but I'm listening in today. Okay, so I'm assuming that means you don't want a reading. I'm assuming that means you don't want a mini reading, and that's okay. Is there anybody coming in from Twitch? Say hello if you're watching from Twitch. If you're watching from YouTube, say hello. Queen Bean, hi darling. For me, I'll be honest, it's like, you know, I have done a lot of self-work over the years, a lot, to the point where I feel like I've been to grad school. You know what I mean? Like I paid a lot of dues, and I'm never gonna stop. I don't want to say I'm addicted to this, but I understand the importance of this far too much to give it up and to let myself slip. And it's not even about that. It's about knowing who you are. The disease of separation from your power, separation from the divine, separation of seeing yourself as a divine sentient being here to incarnate for a short time. Seeing yourself as separate from all that is love, all that is God. That is what brings you into these behaviors where we lie, we cheat, we steal, we allow ourselves to be preyed upon, we allow all these things to happen, we abuse so many different things that we step into from a place of the disease of separation. And then in that disease continues, because then when we are ready to come into an awakening, we don't quite let ourselves off the hook for things we did. We feel like we're operating from the heart, when in reality, it's the mind tricking you into believing that you're operating from the heart. When in reality, those things do not take away or dim anything. Those things are not who we are. The things that we've done are not who we are. It's the way we show up in the world, how we show up in the world, that reflects back to us what we feel we're worthy of. But who dictates that? Who decides that? Who is sitting back judging your life and every little thing you do and saying to you, you're a piece of shit, you're fat, you're lazy, you're this, you're that? Nobody has the right. Nobody, people may be saying that to you, but nobody truly has a full understanding of what your experience is enough to even place any kind of judgment on you. So what do? We judge ourselves. And this judgment can cut so deep that even when you're conscious of wanting to let it go, you don't know how to break out of the habit. It's sending love, literally just setting the intention in the moment of sending love to these erratic thoughts and sending love to the place in the brain that they operate from. That's going to allow you to validate your own intuitive receiving and knowing. Spirit tells me all the time, put down the cards. You can hear us clearly. Literally, all you have to do is ask us a question and we will start talking and you will hear us. But it is my own trauma mind that steps on the toes of my divinity that doesn't allow me to trust fully what I'm receiving when it comes to me. And when it comes to other people, I believe the best in everyone. I can see the divine and the God in everyone. So I can look at you, read for you, and won't have a single doubt or worry about it. Most of the time. I'm not perfect. I'm going to Texas first. That's my first stop. Is Texas. I was really hoping to get a couple of donated readings tonight, but if that is not what is intended, well, that's what I intended. But if that's not what's meant to be, that's okay. I'm grateful regardless. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Dallas, Texas, and then I'm going to travel all around Texas from there because I'll have a home base there. But then after that, I won't really have a home base, but I'll be traveling Arizona. I will be doing, I'll be coming back up north to the East Coast for a friend's wedding in July. And then God only knows. I do have a Amazon wish list up for things that I am still in need of. So if anybody's interested, it's not the heater and things is not going to 100% be necessary because we're going to be in the summer. But I would really appreciate it. Joanne L. Boone. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Let me know once you've shared this. I haven't done a single free reading yet. I've just been allowing spirit to flow. I'm truly so grateful for you guys and for those that are willing to receive me. It's an interesting thing when you open yourself to receive being received, if you guys are catching my drift. Okay, Elise. Thank you for that suggestion. Thank you. Hello. All right, let's do Chanel. Guides, angels, ancestors. What does Chanel's ancestors of love and light need her to know today? Chanel, things are not supposed to feel good. You have this thing about your experience where you feel like the best spiritual stuff occurs. Hi, Zane. The best spiritual stuff occurs when you are feeling good. Things are feeling right. Things are feeling flow and feeling empowered, right? But some of the best work happens when we're not this way, when we're not feeling good, when we're not feeling amazing. Sometimes it's when we are being triggered, when things are being brought to the surface, that the best opportunities for transformation rear their beautiful heads. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. They want you to, this whole trauma mind stuff is really huge for you specifically as well, Chanel, and they want you to be aware of that, okay? Because I'm definitely seeing here that there is a lot of ancestral strings being pulled for you to come into a stability that's a lot closer than you think. But you're the one who keeps pushing this away by your thoughts. You're the one that doesn't, it's like you got to think about the strength card. I know it didn't come up, but think about the strength card in the lion. And the lion being tamed or being in a tamed state by the woman in the card. I'm not going to pull the card up because why, right? But let me see if I can. In all actuality, Chanel, you're needing to tame your mind. You're needing to stop blocking blessings from coming in because the spirit is aligning stuff and your only job is to address the things that are coming up. Hello, Ohio native. Hi. I'm so sorry to hear that, Joanne. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what you want me to do about that, my darling. I'm not doing mediumship readings right now, okay? This is Ancestor Messages. These are messages from your ancestors. Honestly, I'm thinking about reserving the mediumship readings for one-on-ones or booked readings because it really does. If you guys were here for the last time, it really does take the life out of me. And they all show up, line up, and they all push each other. They all get in. No, it's not. I'm so sorry. I read, darling. I already read you. Joanne, I read, darling. I read. I'm so sorry for your loss. Let's see what the ancestors have for you in that regard. Let's see what the ancestors have for you with that. Let's see if I can help in that regard. What do the ancestors have for you in general? Yeah, Joanne, there's this like, woe is me. You see, I honestly, I'm gonna be clear with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sure, Ohio native, just subscribe and click that like button, okay? And I will read you. There's some kind of like attention that you're seeking here, and don't take this the wrong way, please don't take this the wrong way, but there's kind of an attention seeking energy here with you, um around loss. Like, you might even be, someone where you might be going through some pain sometimes, and you're like, oh, woe is me. Or, you don't even realize that you're doing it, but you do it sometimes, where you harp on the things that are uncomfortable in your experience because it's an excuse. In some ways, this is a deeper thing. This is not me judging you, darling, because I shared a lot of these qualities and I'm still transmuting a lot of it, okay? But what I'm getting here is that there's a need for you to sit in your power, because you're giving your power away a lot. Okay, Joanne, you're clearly not understanding the assignment today. So I'm going to go ahead and stop reading you, and I'm going to move on, okay? But God bless you. And I really hope that you heal from this loss and you find your power, okay? All right, let's go Ohio native. Ohio native, did you do what you needed to do? Hi, love. Hi, love. Love Davika. Hello, love Davika. Please make sure you subscribe and click that like button, okay? That's all I ask in exchange for a mini free reading. Hi, Nancy. All right, let's see Nancy. Well, okay, let's do Zane, then Nancy. And these are going to be quick mini readings, okay? If you want a more in-depth reading where I really tune in closer to your energy, that information is in the description box, okay? It's a donated reading. Okay, Zane. I'm definitely seeing for you, there's this, you're kind of caught on something that fell out here with a Queen of Cups. Well, you're looking at your heart. You're trying to repair from some kind of separation. Like, this person, you're not feeling the same without this person, and that's really the vibe here, okay? Thank you, Caroline. So what I'm getting here is that you're not able to see the blessing here. You're trying to work in resistance to what you're truly feeling. Okay, this is you. You're the Queen of Cups, Zane. I don't know anything about your sexuality, and I'm not going to assume. But I am feeling here that within your feminine energy, which is a good thing, that this is where you're at in your feminine energy. It's a good sign for a masculine in this day and age, that you're addressing a lot of this pain of this loss here. I want to get one more card. Yeah, you're kind of missing the point. There's something that you're missing. I'm hearing read the fine print in reference to what was going on. I kind of feel like you're overly judging yourself, or you're reeling back in the past about something. And Spirit is saying this is not coming up to torture you. This is coming up to help you understand why you even went into that situation. Okay? This is definitely feeling romantic. Is it romantic, Spirit? No, it's friends. It's a friendship situation. It's like a best friend. There's just some kind of like separation falling out. You guys are just not vibing, and you're really internalizing it, and you're really making a lot of it very personal, which is understandable. God bless you, Zane. Thank you, Aurora. All right, let's see. I said next it would be awesome Ohio native. So next it is Nancy. Was it Nancy? Who did I say I was gonna do? Yes, Nancy. Then Love Davika. Then it'll be Ohio native. All right, so Nancy, guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, beings of love and light, those that walk before us, beside us, behind us. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do for us in the name of the divine, in the name of Mother Sophia. Thank you. What does Nancy Burke need to hear today? You're welcome, Zane. What does Nancy need to hear for the reading? Thank you. Joanne, my love, and I don't mean to trigger anybody else on here, okay? I'm a very loving person. I don't need to explain this. I'm just going to say it. Joanne, I am not your magic 8-ball to shake and ask a question about whatever it is that you feel you need to know because you're in pain. If that were the case, I would be a slave to everyone in the collective. Have some respect. You don't walk up to a doctor and ask them random questions. I mean, it's not good form to start asking them questions and doing all this random. No, get the healing you need. But there's no amount of validation, and this is coming from spirit. There's no amount of validation that would serve you because you would still want more. You're addicted to hearing messages. Heal yourself. Do the work. It's very rewarding. And you are bothering me because you asked me 3 times and I told you 3 times this is not a mediumship reading. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. But I'm not trying to take the attention away from Nancy. I'm sorry, Nancy. You got all reeled up for your reading and then I went off. I'm sorry. Let's see what Nancy needs to hear today. Nancy, it seems that you've made some kind of move here or change or shift that took something financially from you, or there was some kind of transition. So I'm getting like it could have even been like a medical thing, a surgery, or like a move, something that really took a lot financially out of you. But really the financial wasn't the biggest issue as the emotional toll that this took on you. And Spirit is saying that something is adjusting here. There's something being sold, or there's something that you're benefiting from that is going to help put money back in your pocket. There's a new opportunity opening up for you. There's some kind of news coming in, I heard via email, that you're going to want to look out for around a divorce. Is that what it is, Spirit? Is it a divorce? Yep. There's something coming in for you, whether it be a divorce from a job, but I'm getting it's a legit divorce. There's something you've been waiting on that you never thought you were going to get, that you're going to get. Somebody is feeling remorseful. Believe it or not, here it comes. All right, next. Love Davika, are you still here? Love Davika, are you still here? If you want a more in-depth reading, darling, please donate, okay? Supporting me is well appreciated. I am grateful regardless, nonetheless. All right, love Davika. Thank you, Caroline. That was sweet. Love Davika, you have to be willing to admit that you're not okay. Love Davika, you're not okay. You're welcome, Nancy. You're not okay. Like, I don't know, I keep hearing that. You're not okay, and there's help on the bend for you, but you're not okay. You're depressed. You're not in the best place. You're like, you're just circling around the same things, and it's getting dark. It's getting very dark, and you don't have to be here. That's the point. Is that Spirit is here. It's not sometimes. I get the sense that you are very young, but I'm getting the sense that you're so disassociated And here's the thing, so was I. Like, when you go through certain traumas, you disassociate. It's just sometimes how things happen, right? But what disassociation means, because I can hear you asking, is when we're not fully present with the things that are happening in our lives. But there are people here, and there's communities all over the internet. You know what I mean? There's people everywhere. There's always someone to talk to. Hi, Angel. Hello, darling. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here, is like spirit is wanting to help. If it's not anybody in particular, it's spirit, right? It's the universe. But you're so honestly, you're kind of stuck in a rut. Okay, and what you need to do is you need to bring the heart into the equation. Do some meditations, you know what I mean? Like, do some heart healing meditations. But your ancestors and spirit guides, they're all like really wanting to help you, because they can feel you. And here's the thing, the reason that you're even suffering through depression, and it's a lot worse than you think it is, because you keep wanting to tell a story about how you are, and then you believe it. But if you actually had like somebody sit with you all hours of the day and feel into what you're experiencing, they would be like, damn, girl, like, you're going through too much. Like, that's a lot. That's too much. Like, there's peace. There's so much more peace available to you than what you think, because you're so used to being in it. The lobster doesn't realize that it's burning and that it's being cooked alive until it's been cooked alive. You know what I mean? It doesn't realize it. It just gets slowly, gradually used to the water until, oh my God, I'm burning, right? So don't be the lobster. Understand and have hope that there's a better feeling out there for you. There's something, there's somewhat of a better way of living and existing, and having a better relationship with yourself. And the reason that you are suffering so much is because you have a high sensitivity, because you have a lot of gifts. And that's facts on facts. Okay? God bless. Aurora, are you still here? Thank you, Taiwan, for subscribing. Yeah, of course you can. Where are you from? All right, Taiwan, just stand by. Okay? Yeah, that's beautiful. She says, the way I know angels and spirit talk to me is through repeating numbers. Yes, that's how they let you know. That's how they synchronize with you. Yeah, but everybody has a different relationship with numbers. Okay? So just know that like 444 for you could mean something different than someone else. You can look them up, but usually you'll start to know, and they're communicating with you. They're trying to validate to you something you just thought. Okay, so really get into meditation. Meditate like crazy. Don't worry about if you're not doing it good or right. Don't be obsessive about it. Do it once or twice a day for like a week, and you'll notice yourself make enough room to come into some clarity. But with that being said, Aurora, guides, angels, ancestors, what does Aurora's ancestors of love and light have to share with her? We're so very blessed and thankful for this opportunity to connect. Thank you, Aurora. Good. I'm glad, Love Davika. Emotional is good. Emotions are good. Aurora, I feel like you're making some big plans right now around a house or around some kind of beginning here. I'm hearing like, a house. It just feels like you're trying to make a big leap in reference to your legacy. What does Aurora need to hear? It's gonna be a slow process, but trust the process. Everything you need for it is going to come through for you, and what it is that you're wanting. Hi, Lily. Everything that you're wanting, Ohio native, that's really sweet of you. I'll make sure to get you next, okay? Thank you for being kind. Yeah, there's something about you, like you're understanding something about the future, about, it's like somebody has their eyes, like you're with someone. I feel like you're with someone. I'm just gonna go with what I'm getting, because I'm kind of getting some wonky energy, but I'm just gonna push that aside and just say that you are connected to someone, Aurora, in love, maybe a husband or a partner or someone here. And yeah, they're coming from YouTube. So it's YouTube, Facebook, and I can read all the comments. You guys might not be able to. But this person is not, either it's this person or you, but I feel like it's this person. They're focused on the wrong things. They're focused on superficial things. It's almost like, you might be wanting to get a house, or, I'm feeling that big time, like a home or a move. And spirit is like, okay, you think you want all of these things, but those things actually won't make you happy compared to this thing, which is much less. It's not much less. It's a little less than what you think you want, but the area, the people around, everything is going to be so much better. Like, it's going to be so much more enriching. It's going to be something you desire. Right? So whatever it is that you think you're going for, know that it's going to be a slight pivot from what that thing is, and just to be accepting of that. Don't look for signs that things are not working out for you. Just know that, and trust that the divine, the universe, God knows exactly what it is that is best for you. And they are going to come through for you. And it's not necessarily going to be what you expect. And that's okay too. So right now you're very anxious. You're very anxious about being able to pull this all together. And whoever this person is, they may have rejected you because they thought that you guys were on different paths. But I'm seeing that the more you kind of relax into what's happening, it's just going to open a door for them to see past that and realize that you're everything they wanted. People can get in their heads, like they think they need, people be like, I need somebody that has this type of job and looks like this, and I don't know, you know what I mean? And it's like, if you only just relaxed a little bit and like stopped putting so many qualifications onto what would make you happy, you'd realize that you're tricking yourself into wanting something outside what you truly desire. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories about what we want, and it's not actually what we want. Okay, how many times do y'all go to a restaurant and order the same damn shit, only to one day order something else and be like, oh my god, it's so good? That's the vibe. Ohio native. Ohio native, such a cute pup. Such a cute puppers. I didn't. Okay, if anybody's interested in a more in-depth reading where I spend about 10 to 15 minutes reading your energy, pulling more cards, talking about things that come up, that information is in the description box and in the pinned comment if you're watching on Facebook. Okay, I would really appreciate it, and I would be excited to get into it. But other than that, I appreciate you guys, and I'm grateful regardless. What does Ohio native need to hear? You're so very welcome, Aurora. Taiwan Knox. I am not your magic 8 ball. I'm not going to answer that question. Not because I'm trying to be rude, but because that's not what I do. Okay? It's okay. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate it. Ohio native. I wish I knew your name. But I'm getting here that there's a lot of stress you're taking on here. I was waiting for it to load. It's like loading like a program in my head. You're stressed the fuck out because somebody here is coming to you with an energy you're not used to. Thank you, Lily, for the donation. Somebody's coming to you with an energy you're not used to, and it's good. Jacinta, it's good. This person is coming to you with an energy of like they really want to work with you. They want to be they're giving you the first steps. Like this is the beginning of something beautiful. But you're over here overthinking it and carrying all the pain from the past and not seeing this clearly. Spirit is telling you this person is for you. Okay? And you need to protect yourself from sabotaging this. Okay? This is something that you don't think you want, but you're really going to appreciate this person. Guaranteed. Okay? I'm going to freeze for a second, but I promise I'm still here. Sorry, guys. I'm here. All right, Lily, I got your donation, darling. So I'm definitely going to get to your reading, okay? But Jacinta, you're not allowing yourself space. Basically, the divine has brought you someone here who's really going to give love, who's really going to see you as a partner, who's going to be here side to side with you. But you are convinced, and you're continuously convincing yourself and seeing them as a burden. Okay, you're seeing them as somebody who's only going to bring you problems. Okay, and use your highest discernment because I'm getting this person is your better half. And you don't necessarily have a better half in the sense that you don't need someone to complete you, but you're in a lot of worry about it and you're in the process of self-sabotaging it, and you definitely need to heal a little bit. I feel like your ego's a little triggered right now because I think you were a little bit too happy to put it behind you and move on. And I think what you'll realize is that this person does reflect you the same way you reflect them, and there's a lot of healing that needs to be done on both sides, but this person is coming to you genuinely. Okay, this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friend, but I'm getting romantic vibes. All right. Thank you. Lily. Okay, so Lily, let's get into your reading. I want to switch my deck here. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. If you want more information on that reading, Ohio native, please donate. Okay. Lily, what does Lily need to hear today? Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, beings of love and light. Sophia Dragonchild. Thank you. Please connect in to Lily's ancestors of love and light. Allow them to dictate messages as they're the ones walking with her. They walk before her and they deserve to be heard. They deserve to be heard. You're welcome, Ohio native. Jacinta. I know I said I'm not doing mediumship, and I'm not, but there is a message coming through. There's some kind of like false way that you see Lily, somebody in your life that's past, a male, King of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody that wouldn't have been very dependable or would have cut out or ducked out of life at the wrong time, at a very developmental time for you. And it feels like you have this idea of them in the afterlife that is just not what the truth is. They're very loving, and it's hard sometimes. It's very hard sometimes because a lot of people are sent here. Yo, I need to speak on this. A lot of people are sent here as dark angels for us, and I know that sounds wonky, but hear me out. A lot of people are sent here instead of given the glorious mission of awakening and finding empowerment, they come specifically to serve others in the collective in empowering themselves. So you might have a really abusive parent, or you might have a sexual abuse situation, or what. I'm not excusing it, but what I'm saying is that sometimes these people are sent here with the sole contract to impede on you in this way, or to hurt you in a particular way. And I'm not getting any kind of nasty kind of abuse. I'm getting abandonment, hurt, and like not being prioritized, Lily. That is deeply, it's a scar that has not really quite healed. And the divine wants you to know that when people cross over into the light, they change, they grow, they adjust. I just heard ex-husband. They are triggers. Yes, they're triggers, absolutely. And let me move to Lily. You know, I'm getting here, and I heard ex-husband as well. Like, I heard there's a couple of things. I don't know if it's ex-husband. Is it ex-husband? Let me ask my pencil. Is this an ex-husband spirit? No. Okay. Is this a father? It's like nothing you could do was good enough, and it's like it felt like you tried in a way to kind of win them over, whoever this person is. And this is also a pattern they're telling me within the ancestral line, like the males. But it feels like, you know, nothing you did was good enough for them. Like, you know, they couldn't look at you and be like, wow, like, you know what I mean? There was always a fight within you, and you've been dealing with the scar and the reverberation of this for quite some time, Lily. And spirit wants you to know, like, this person is coming through because they want to heal you. They want to heal now. They're trying to bring messages in, but you're so triggered you don't know that you want to hear a message from them, but they are trying to come through to help. Basically, you know, if I'm going to be part of the problem, I want to be part of the solution. And because they had an agreement with you to help you empower yourself and to trigger you in a certain way, they want to be a part of the solution too. They want to be able to give you that love. You know, a lot of times people that we love in our lives, that we wish could love us in the way we desire, are not able to do that until they pass, because they're free of distortion, they're free of pain, they're brought into the light, they're healed. So they're at their best potential, so that when they come through, they can understand and they can feel into us a whole lot different, and they can give us what we desire. All you need to do is open your arms and receive it. You've gone through the period of time where you've learned through heartbreak. You don't need to do that anymore. And if you are going through it still, it's because you're bringing it upon yourself, because your spirit wants you to understand that you don't need anybody else's approval or anybody else's cosign for you to shine. You bring light everywhere you go. You're such a bright person. You love people. And sometimes people call you naive, you know what I mean? But you have a spiritual power to you that other people will not be able to put into words. Okay? They don't understand it. Lily, you have a lot of emotional baggage to deal with. Wow. I hope you're still here, Lily. I hope I'm not giving the reading to the audience and to you. This 10 of Pentacles, like, there's so much good energy coming through for you. Like, you're being rewarded big time. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, you're being guided, but you have to be willing to go into the depths of your pain. Okay? Because I'm getting here that you're honestly, you're allowing someone. Okay. This is what the reading is. Your parent, your father, somebody here, a grandfather, father, paternal energy is here acknowledging the pain that they caused you. Okay, now they're here telling you you're giving this energy to somebody who should be your ex-husband. Okay, because no matter what you do, this person is not happy. Okay, this is not spirit telling you what to do. This is your ancestors speaking on your situation, because this person doesn't value you for the heart you have or for what you offer. I'm sorry, I got that really passionately. This person, it's like they're trying to show you that there is a potentiality. There's a very strong potentiality for you to make a choice here, for you to realize that the reasons that he is successful is because of you, because of the energy you offer, and he doesn't thank you for it, and he not in the way that you need to be thanked. Okay, and I'm getting that there's a lot of wish fulfillment coming to you, right? What else do I need to understand this message? But you're like, are you not tired of feeling alone in a relationship? Are you not tired of feeling abandoned, alone? If this is a previous situation, then this situation is still stuck to you, darling. The spirit wants you to let it go. Let this shit go. If something's just about falling out of place, falling through your fingers, do not fight for it to stay, darling, because this person is emotionally stunted and they judge you. They can't help but judge you. This could even be an ex. This is somebody who you're letting get under your skin. If they're still with you, I'd be surprised, because it feels like you're very close to finding this wish fulfillment, to getting in the groove and getting your groove back. I heard Stella got her groove back. Okay. So you're definitely getting your groove back, and I don't think that you would be getting all of those confirmations if you were still in the relationship. Because I'm definitely seeing here, like, you're definitely taking a break from people, places, and things, darling, and it serves you to do so. But I don't feel like you're really equipped to take this journey right now. You're feeling a little broken down. You're feeling a little worn down, but you still tend to show up for other people. You've healed from a lot of it. But what you're not realizing is the emotional baggage you carried that brought you into it is what you need to look at, because that's still present. And whoever this person is in spirit, this male, this masculine person who is telling you, I know that I hurt you. I know that a lot of my hurt is causing you to be here now. And let me love on you. Let me help you. Receive me and feel me, and know that, and feel the difference. Feel the difference. Because there's a part of you that also doesn't trust the divine, because of the way in which, your innocence, your naivety has been mistreated. Darling, the innocence wasn't the problem. It was the others. Okay, now it's time for you to receive your justice, because you deserve it. God's got your back. The divine has got your back. Trust that, know that. Okay, they're coming through really strong. Okay, because and whatever's supposed to be yours is going to end up being yours. Okay. Wow. Do you have anything to add to that, darling? Do you want to say anything, or? Yeah, you got victory in some endeavor, and you got someone will try to make you do something against your will. Do not let somebody get you reactive where you do something that proves their point. Don't fall for it. Jacinta, I got your donation, darling. We have victory in some endeavor. Whew. That was applause for you, but also clearing some energy, because now that they're feeling me getting into these messages, they're like coming in like crazy, and that's not what I intend. Okay, thank you. But I'm definitely seeing, your spirit is saying, you don't even understand. Oh my, you have no idea, and you don't understand how precious you are, and it doesn't make you better than other people. They're talking about the pureness of your heart, and how no matter what, you don't allow that to be diminished, right? And regardless of what people told you, because other people in your life have seen the pureness and they've foreseen it as weakness, and they try to push that onto you. And spirit is saying, the universe is saying, God is saying, no, that is the best part of you. That is the part of you that does work with us. That is the part of you that is inspired to give somebody a kind message, to tell somebody that they're worth it, to tell somebody to get up and keep going because they deserve it. Okay, that is you. That's always been you. Okay, do not let anybody try to clip your wings, because right now you're about to receive, and all of the demons are coming out to try and take a pound of your flesh, because they don't want you to experience the high of what you're about to step into, which is freedom. Freedom. Okay? Thank you for your donation, Jacinta. Thank you, Spirit. That was cool. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful. Jacinta, are you here, darling? Ohio native. Are you here? All right, let's see. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters. Lily, message me privately. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something we can do. Like maybe there's a way that I can help you. I can channel a way to help you in whatever way I can. Okay? Just message me privately. Okay? Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, beings of love and light, thank you so much. What does Jacinta need to hear today in reference to her ancestors? Sophia Dragon Tribe, we're so ready for the messages here. Allow us to really receive what needs to be received here from the ancestors, those that are walking with her and that have walked before her in the love of light only. No ancestors that have not been crossed over, please. Thank you. It's like you're rushing towards something, Jacinta. There's some kind of like rest and relaxation that's coming after some kind of miscarriage. And I'm sorry if this is triggering for you, but I'm really getting that message loud and clear. Your ancestors are wanting to kind of give you the first message and let you know that you're okay. You didn't do anything wrong. Whatever this was, it wasn't your fault. And regardless, you're not going to be punished for it. It's not something like that. Okay? It's really not. Okay, there's something here. It's like it's like you rushed into something, or a situation was rushed, and like you weren't able to really bring it into fruition the way you needed it to. You didn't have the power, or it was just situation. It was a circumstance that was out of your control, it feels like. And they're wanting to give you forgiveness for that and let you know that you need to forgive yourself. Okay, honestly, because I definitely feel like you don't admit to how much hurt you carry about something that has happened here in the past in reference to this loss. And honestly, you don't let yourself receive blessings because you're punishing yourself for it. Okay, here's the thing. And I'm not saying you had an abortion, okay? I'm just reading the energy. But what I'm getting here is that, and I want to say this to some people because there might be some other people listening that need to hear this. It's not the abortion that's the sin. It's the punishment that you place upon yourself and not allowing yourself to receive afterwards, and continuously thinking of yourself as a terrible person because of it. That is the big problem. That is the issue. That is the number one no-no. Because when we go through hard times, putting salt on the wound afterwards by beating ourselves up is not the answer. But back to the reading, I'm getting here that you've struggled to get off the ground or get things going in reference to a certain thing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. You're not. This is literally this card that I'm reading right now. You're not able to get that certain thing. You're not able to conceive. And you are going to have a child coming through, but don't listen. There's some messages you got that are playing games with you. They're trying to make you think that you'll never be able to, and that you're being punished by God. That's not the case. There's a level of healing that you need to go through spiritually, and then it'll reflect physically. That will allow you to do this. Believe it or not, I have given readings to individuals that have believed themselves not to be able to conceive, and they were, because what I'm seeing here is, yes, you are. Okay, and we have the moon card. Yes, you are. So just know that, like, it's just not the right situation. It's your ancestors trying to protect you, and it's a situation where, you know, it's just divine timing. Okay, I wouldn't rush to get into it now, but I would say that you will, and I promise you, you will. But you need to let go of the trauma. It's basically like Spirit is saying, in order for you to receive this kind of blessing, you got to let go of all the trauma, and you got to stop beating yourself up. Okay, and you got to let yourself receive love. Okay, you hold yourself back from love because you think it's not fair to give yourself to somebody in a loving way, knowing what you can't offer them. And Spirit is saying, how dare you? Let them decide. Let them decide. You deserve love. Your ability to create life is not contingent upon your ability to birth a child. You create life every day. What makes you think you can't create anything you desire? And I'm not just saying that, I mean it. You are powerful. There's something about your lineage that's coming up here. I'm getting very Native American vibes. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Spirit is saying that there's a path that's set out before you. You need to take it. And it has to do with love, opening yourself up to love. Girl, do not listen to, honestly, if a doctor comes to you and tells you you got 2 months to live, there's nothing we can do about it. Walk your ass out of that doctor's office, and instead of, maybe get a few other opinions, but you know what I mean? I'm not a doctor, so I preface this by saying that, but you'd be surprised how much power those kinds of diagnoses carry. And when a doctor will look at your chart and your tests and everything, and be able to look at you and say, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're able. Fuck that. Fuck that. And what I'm seeing right now is, like, there's a need for you to release yourself emotionally, and also, like, there's some kind of toxic family members around you, and Spirit is saying, that it's a good thing that you got away from them, and you need to stay away from them, because they're a lot of the reasons why, like, they tried to put this on you. Yep, there's a lot of fucked up family cycles and traits and things. Like, to be honest, you'd be better off putting a lot of space between you and your family. Not everybody, but even the ones you love the most, because I'm getting that they're so entrenched into this way of thinking that keeps you in this pain cycle. And Spirit and your ancestors are trying to bring you out of it. Why? Because there's something that you're transmuting on an ancestral level that is going to then benefit your kids. What if Spirit doesn't want you to bring a child into this world with the ancestral karma that your family's still carrying? What if they want you to bring this child into a fresh new set of karma that doesn't carry the same lessons that you've been learning time and time again? You know what I mean? There's a lot of reasons. Yeah, I've noticed that. And Spirit is saying there's going to be certain things that want to bring you back. Okay? Somebody of a masculine, like a father, is going to try to bring you back in by acting like they're trying to help you. And I'm telling you, or trying to teach you. And I'm telling you, it's not really the best situation. Okay? This person has good intentions, but they they're waiting to basically control you. They want to control you. Okay? You got a journey ahead of you, love, and it's a spiritual journey. Okay, I definitely am getting that you have gifts. Many of the people that are drawn to me, like, I honestly feel like some people watch me and they're like, damn, everybody's got gifts. Yeah, everybody does have gifts, but those that are drawn to me are right at the precipice where they're ready to accept and receive their gifts. You also have, like, a younger sister that yearns for you, or a niece that yearns for you. Um, how do you do what? What's your question? therapy, meditation, you know what I mean? Journaling, right? You need to face these hateful thoughts you have towards yourself, like I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve that, or I'm not worthy, or I'm a piece of shit. Anything that you think in a negative connotation about yourself, you need to address. And you need to look head on and be like, why do I think this? Why do I feel this? Am I willing to forgive myself? Am I willing to give myself the love that people in my life maybe are not giving me? Because it feels like, there are people in your life that will throw back in your face things that you've done in the past, to try and prove their point. Okay? Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Oh, become aware of your gifts. Girl, just do that. Go online. You look up YouTube meditations. If you want to do sessions with me where I can help you become aware of what they are and what's the best tool for you, whatever, just message me. We can, even if it's not working with me and you want me to point you in the right direction of content, I will reflect on it and I'll see what comes up. Okay? You are so worthy. And believe it or not, like, you are at a lot higher of a view with the divine than you think, and your ancestors see you in a much higher light than you would even ever expect. It's your own trauma and your own pain that causes you to see it differently, and that's the story for so many of us. Just how is it different for you? And that's what we just spoke about. I hope I answered your question well enough. There's so many different ways. There's not one path. It's different. I work with someone individually with tarot classes, and I teach her how to really not necessarily as much the tarot as much as I am helping to guide her on a path where she can really trust and tune into her intuition. But start with a prayer. Pray, God, thank you so much for the message I received tonight. Thank you for showing me how you really see me. Thank you for showing me the love that is really available to me. I'm so ready and willing to be taken on a path to understand my gifts and to know my gifts and to watch them grow. And in that, I want to heal. I want to become the best version of myself. God, change me into the highest possible version of myself that I can be in this lifetime, so that I may make my ancestors proud, make you proud, and do my part in the divine works that are unfolding. Whatever. You don't have to say my exact prayer, but you get it. Let your heart flow. Even if you start to cry, even if you start to break down, they love you. And there's a lot of women around you. Okay, know that. There's a lot of women around you. Some of them might surprise you. With that being said, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Good night. God bless.